So Grand Rising. Welcome to Monday. Today is Monday, July 6th, 17th. Yeah, July 17th.
Mm-hmm.
This is, welcome to Rise Up with Blooming Lotus Wellness, the Millionaire Monday. I'm Danielle Claxton with Lakeisha LaGrande, and we just got from having a great meditation. So, yeah, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Amazing.
Can you put that in a what is it? That where you got that meditation from in the chat?
I sure can. I absolutely can.
She has several I used to listen to all the time last year on Things Are Always Working Out for Me rampages. And it always put me in a really good place and space. Especially during open enrollment period where everything is moving fast, but it always kept me grounded. And I love that things are always working out for me. And when you really look at it, things are always working out for you. It is, and it does, you know.
Just to insert, because we just started the recording, the she that we're talking about is Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks. One of her rampages. Me too, Lakeisha. It helps to bring you in and line you up. Now, what does she call it? Where you're in the vortex. You know, that's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. And I've been hearing more people use the word vortex because that was the best way that she could kind of explain where we are. Place. Yes, the vortex. Well, I want to welcome everyone, as Danielle said. Last week we were into a conversation regarding artificial intelligence. It has been a game changer for me in my personal life as well as business. It's not going anywhere. Looks like no time soon. It kind of became public to everyone around November of last year, to the public. And immediately I was kind of introduced to it probably back in January of this year through my girlfriend, Alexis. She's a high-tech person and she's into everything techie, and she introduced me to it. And I swear I just wanted to hug her and kiss her. She doesn't live in Detroit because it is life-changing and we should embrace it and use it for our advantage. This is our Millionaire Mindset Monday. Some people might say, what does it have to do with money? It can help you, like I said, with your personal finance as well as your business. So I got introduced to a gentleman called Billy Jean. He's a big high-tech marketing person, and I purchased the 5-day crash course. So I'm not going to show everything at the beginning. I'm just going to get right into the meat and potatoes of it, and we're going to just listen to only like 4 courses. They're very short. The last one I really want to make sure that we get in today because it's going to give you some valuable information that we can use. So Queen Oduni, if you don't mind, if you can let me show the screen. Let me put this up. And let me know. Can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm not going to get into the hype, and it is some good information, but we're just going to dig right into the meat and potatoes. You might want to take notes because he's going to throw out some really good information. So this is part one. We're going to go right into what is artificial intelligence instead of the first one.
So what is artificial intelligence? Well, according to Google, it's a theory that computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and translation between languages. Let me translate that for you. A computer that can see, hear, read, and make decisions and perform tasks based on what it learns. Let's go present day. Not just the past, Charlie and Charlie factory. Let's talk right now, this moment. I believe people are underestimating the impact that artificial intelligence has in your life right now in this moment. For example, Netflix. Problem. You can't decide to watch. You're going back and forth with your significant other. I want to watch this. No, I want to watch this. But what about Survivor? The new season's not updated. Well, what about you? Good. What about that physical one? Or Squid Games that's coming back? Whatever. Sit there for 30 minutes, can't make a decision. And all of a sudden Netflix pops up and says, hey, because you watch Orange is the New Black, here's some other recommendations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is artificial intelligence doing exactly what we talked about in the prior slides, making decisions for you. We weren't able to think of it, so Netflix just says, here, why don't you try this shit? And you click it, and you go mindlessly into time. Continuing on. Microsoft. Our guest today brought this one up to me. I was like, this is an excellent point. Take Microsoft Word or an app like Grammarly. Problem is, nobody can spell anymore. You know what? Why can't anybody spell anymore? Why? Yes, but you don't need to, because you just don't need to know how to spell. That's a simple reason. So they decided to come in and they're like, nobody can actually spell entrepreneur. So when it's wrong, I'm going to put a red squiggly line in it. I'm going to give you options. And then it just said, all right, damn it. Instead of just waiting, I'm just going to change it for you. And then Auto does it in real time. This is artificial intelligence. Continuing on. Apple. Problem is, you don't want anybody to get your phone. Security risk. So what do they use? Facial recognition. A computer, artificial intelligence, is looking at your face and allowing you entrance into your own phone.
Wow.
This is AI, and this is AI that you're using every single day. Anybody here, yes or no? Do you know who Siri and Alexa are?
Yes,
Yes or no?
yes.
You're fucking friends with artificial intelligence. That's your, you talk to your friends in artificial intelligence more than you do your significant other. You needed a personal assistant, now you got one. It sets reminders and makes appointments. Some of you are here today because AI reminded you on your calendar that you had a Zoom with Billie Jean. I bring this up. I show the past and I show the present tense because there's still this energy of, is this just a fad? And I'm like, what do you mean? It's embedded into culture. A fad? This is everything. So it's already placed many jobs, the data shows. In present day, it's replacing a lot of thinking, busy work. And now in the future, the troll question of, will it replace everything? And then that's when you go into like the Terminator and like, are we all going to die? And then the Teslas are going to turn on us and run everyone over. The answer is it's possible. It's possible. I'll ask our guest shortly, knows a thing or two about this. So for the first time, you have billions of people with access to this technology. And some will use artificial intelligence to perform extraordinary tasks. Like the Da Vinci surgical system. This is amazing. It's a robot that's doing surgery. And this is not past tense. This is not going to happen. This thing has already done 110,000 operations, making small incisions, resulting in less pain and faster recovery for patients. It will come to a point where a human comes up to you and goes, I'm a surgeon. You're like, oh my God, I'd never let you operate on me. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would I have you do math when I can go to a calculator? Why would I have you do surgery with your shaky hands? You just got into a fight with your significant other. You're hungover from the night before. Instead of going with this robot who's predictable, consistent, and reliable. Put make sense in the chat if you get what I'm saying. Put make sense in the chat if you get what I'm saying.
Makes sense.
Shout out to all those in Zoom 1 and Zoom 2. Okay. Now the other side, which we will not spend a ton of time on, but I do think it's worth mentioning, is some will use artificial intelligence to perform evil tasks. And police officers will will have the same force, but there'll be an additional department that's here just to protect against things like this.
Lethal autonomous weapons could locate, identify, and kill their targets without any input from a person. These weapons would react too fast for a human to maintain meaningful control. They could be mass-produced and programmed to target innocent civilians of a specific ideology. They could be made small enough to enable the assassination of any political leader.
The gentleman I have coming in, I think day 3 or day 4, shed a little bit more light on that. But not to no, the robot's not going to show you door and kill you right now. So chill the fuck out, guys. Come on, it's just a little too serious here. Just showing you the other side. Like, you'll be okay. All right. The other aspect too, I do want to point out, as Tom says, oh, we're taking it there. I do want to point out, this is not like futuristic. What I just showed you, like drones being able to shoot, that's now. Those are now things. I just want to put everything I'm showing you guys is now. I haven't even hit you with the, well, in 20 years, this is now. And then some will use artificial intelligence for irrelevant things that are just awesome. I think a lot of the emissions will kind of stay in this lane. So did anybody see this guy? Anybody know this dude? What he's doing is incredible. And no, it's not Bezos. Just another bald-headed white dude. It ain't him, though. But look at this. This guy decided to use an AI image software to travel through time and to take selfies. So here he is with a T-Rex hanging out. Here he is getting chased by a woolly mammoth with his dick out. There it is. It's like, dude, you did AI for all the rest. You might as well have gave yourself a package anyways. I digress. Here he is with the Spartans. Just him and 300. Nothing to see here. The Trojan War, he was in the horse. Right there. In medieval times, Albert Einstein. I am all in on AI. Are you? Put all in if you are. Put all in if you are. And if you've been watching me and see my dude, this is so beyond foregone conclusion of is this relevant, is this significant? This is it. Like, what do you mean, man? I see both chats going crazy. All in. Good. We're on the same page.
See if we can fast forward it to the next one. Okay. How do we profit off of artificial intelligence?
I'm going to assume the world is not going to end and humans will prevail like we have throughout history. And our families are still going to be here. So the big question, which is why we're here today, is the big question still remains. How can we profit from artificial intelligence? How can we profit from artificial intelligence? And here's the math. 9 out of 10 businesses don't make enough money to survive beyond 10 years. Say that one again. 9 out of 10 businesses don't make enough money to survive beyond 10 years. Now, when you look at the financial statements, when you look at the P&Ls of these companies, you will see this about an average number here. 70% of their expenses are typically labor cost. Human beings, you and I. So if the number one thing that's making businesses suck is a lack of profits, and humans are draining and taking all of our profits, I'll ask you guys in the chat, what's going to happen to the humans? Apparently, we are incentivized to get rid of them. It's why during COVID, the government had to give out money, PPP, to keep your employees. Because if people didn't have income, what would have happened? So how do we profit off AI? Simple, take a screenshot of this. Cut costs and fire everybody. Oh, no one's excited for that? You don't want to do that? That's not the answer? It's not what you were looking for? That's not the one, huh? Cut costs and fire everybody. No, this is probably what you're hearing though. Go online and everyone's going to fire everybody, etc. This is the rumors. This is the energy. And that's false. The truth is right now, AI still requires a human to tell it what to do. Period. It's not just doing shit without a human telling it what to do. So for now, we're fine. So you can't fire everybody, but you can fire those motherfuckers you don't like. You can't let it go. By the way, if you're laughing too hard, that means you need to up your management skills because you got a bunch of people in your company that you want to fire already. Something's missing. So you can reduce costs. Let's talk about it. I'm going to give you guys my take. And what's my take? You know, just a guy who's probably seen more small businesses than most people on the planet because of my role in marketing, right? My background is agency, working with some of the largest franchises in the world. After successfully doing that 5-6 years, moved into education. Now with 170,000 students in 75 countries, I get to see a lot of their campaigns. I get to see my campaigns. Spoke around the world on the subject. I've seen a few things. So I believe the business wheel is kind of getting a revamp. And I want you guys to take notes on the following, okay? So the 4 core competencies of a modern day small business, okay? First aspect is content. Now, let me put a definition of that. Everybody hears the word content. It's what people read, watch, and listen to or see about your business. Say it again. What people read, watch, listen to, or see about your business. That's step 1. That's the content. Then the second component is the marketing. Marketing is the distribution of that content to generate interest. Okay, cool. I got the content. People can read this. People can watch this. People can listen to this. People can see this. But then how do I get it out to them? That's the marketing category. Then once you have the interest generated, you come into sales. And sales is converting that interest into customers. You got a lot of people on social media, TikTokers, etc., that are awesome at getting the views, getting the attention, but can they convert it into dollars in their pocket? That's a different science. And then you got your customer support. And this is once you have the customer, keeping that customer happy so they continuously buy more of your shit. For example, everybody type yes in the chat if you've bought something from me before this today. Type yes in the chat if you've bought something before this today. You guys are seeing in both chats, a lot of people. That means we got to keep doing a good job. That's the customer support side. Then your final component of this wheel is the operations. And that is the management of the people, the product, the process, and the risk in your business. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this. I'll give you guys a moment. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Get ready to take a screenshot. Paul, switch to the shoes real quick. Take a picture. Oh, you just got my shoes. Make sure you buy those. Okay, go back to the wheel real fast. Got them. We recap it again. This is important. This is the fundamentals of everything we'll be doing during these 5 days. Okay, content, what people read, watch, listen to. Distribution, taking that content, putting it out to the world to bring interest, taking that into actual customers, that's sales. Keep those customers happy to buy more and more again. Customer support, management of people, product, process, and risk in your business, that's the operations. Okay, so here we go. Pop quiz. What's the most expensive not to have? Let's actually put up a poll up, Rhea. What's the most expensive of those not to have? Is it the content? Is it the marketing? Is it the sales? Is it the customer support? Is it the operations? And let's pull it off my windows, my monitors too, please. Okay, gotcha. What is the answer?
Marketing.
What's the most costly? Marketing, sales. But what do you see on the percentage? Let's go to Rhea's hot mic over there. What are you seeing on the back end of these poll results, Rhea?
We got both marketing. Everyone's saying majority is marketing.
Yeah, so this is fascinating. And mind you, this is from the guy who's extremely biased about Billie Jean is marketing, right? So the answer is whichever comes first. Say that again. The answer is whichever comes first. Because if you don't have content, what can you distribute to generate interest? Your marketing. If you don't got no content, what are you going to do? And without interest, you don't have sales. You got no leads. There's nobody to talk to. And without sales, why would you need customer support? You don't have any customers to support. And without customer support and the rest of these other departments, why would you need operations? What do you need HR for? What do you need legal for? Nobody's suing you. Nobody knows who you are. Take a screenshot of this real quick.
Okay, this is going to be the last one that we're going to watch. That's going to give us some information, some good information as well.
Here's 7 artificial intelligence tools that you can implement in your business right now to reduce the cost, time, and headache of creating content. Now, I want to deliver a message especially for this room, and it's this. Note, this is the least significant aspect of the 5-day crash course. I'll say this 3 more times. This is the least significant aspect of the 5-day crash course. This is the least significant aspect of the 5-day crash course. Why? Why? Why is this the least significant? Why? Everybody's real quiet now, huh? Everybody's real quiet. Yeah, because these are tools. And you can't deposit tools into your bank account. Go ahead, try it. Go to B of A today. Dude, I got this AI tool like sick. Now what? Let me put this hammer in here. Cool, awesome. What does that do? I want to say that again. This is the least significant aspect of the 5-day crash course. And I think some people came in thinking this is going to be a tool tutorial. It's nonsense. These are just tools doing the same job that's been around forever. Okay? So let's get into this. We'll start off with the one that's most popular, just so I can get a vibe. How many of you have already played around with a ChatGPT? Just give a yes or no. Just give a yes or no. Simple. Yes or no. Yeah, this is like the eyebrow raiser, right? Like you saw this one, and this was. How many of you didn't cheated on a test already? How many of you were helping your kids with their homework? It was like, fuck it, son, just get this to me real fast. Let me do something here. Go ahead and change it. How to rewrite your essays. Actually, give me 60 seconds and a violin on the clock real fast. I want everybody to type in what's some of the stuff that you've used it for so far. What's some of the stuff that you've used ChatGPT? Wrote code, make a course, article creation, a podcast, video scripts, interviews, landing page, product design. I mean, it's the sky's the limit. You bunch of lazy people, right? As humans are. Case in point. Yeah, it's JavaScript, summaries. Yeah, so we're all on the same page. All right, kill the music here. Let's go into the video. And this is how humanity evolves: is you give them a tool and you give us the opportunity to buy back time, and all of a sudden we're gone. We're down the rabbit hole. Here we go.
ChatGPT is the artificial intelligence tool to help you write, think, and solve problems faster than ever before. Here's one simple way to use it. I'm a marketer and my client is a gym owner. I can log into ChatGPT and type in the prompt, write me a Facebook ad selling a gym membership. And in seconds, AI wrote my ad. But that's not all. If I wanted to bring in some personality, I can tell the AI to make it funny. For example, type in the prompt, now write me 10 headlines selling a gym membership, but make them funny. And voila, sculpt your ads, not your couch. Get fit, not hit with gym fees. No more dad bod, join Quad Squad. The commands and prompts are endless.
Just wanted to show you our sick logo, not the demo. ChatGPT just fucking looks great. Good job, Kay. Let's talk about this, right? It's amazing. We asked 10 ways to ChatGPT, a little meta here, 10 ways a business owner can reduce costs using ChatGPT. And it says automate customer service using a chatbot to reduce the need for human support staff, use it to analyze expenses, to help you find deals on supplies and equipment, to predict and prevent equipment breakdowns, optimize your inventory, analyze customer behavior, generate streamlines and invoices, manage your workflow, assist in forecasting future budget sales expenses, optimize your business process. Raw. Sick. Cool. I have a guest coming in tomorrow, works with a company that's valued at $1.5 billion, to show us how to get the most out of this tool. Everybody's using it in a very simple way, but there's a way to kind of pull more out of it, but I want to talk to you guys about something different, okay? ChatGPT is only as good as the prompts it receives or the questions that you ask it. So if you ask a dumbass question, guess what it's going to give you, y'all? Type it in the chat. You ask a dumbass question to ChatGPT, what's it going to give it back? It's going to give you a dumbass answer. And so this is why I got a professional coming in and ask us what are the smart questions to be asking it. Now let's take number 2, right? Which is Dolly. This one's pretty fun.
Let's go through these right here on the
Dolly,
side.
the artificial intelligence tool that creates realistic images and art in seconds based on a single description. Here's how it works. I can log into Dolly and type in a photo of a couple watching the sunset on a beach in Hawaii. In a matter of moments, the AI generates 4 different images that I can download and use for anything. Creating beautiful, realistic image content for travel agents just got easier. Now, what about local businesses like a dog groomer? Let's type in a German Shepherd puppy in a bathtub at the groomer. Look how real they look. And lastly, what if I own a makeup brand? I don't need to hire a product photographer. Just type in something like a bright pink lipstick in a black tube with a diamond background. And there you go. Instant image content for any business.
Looks sick. Okay, let's talk about this. Genius tip. Take a picture of this real fast. Honestly, I mean this. And I want you to save it as your background, put it up in your mirror, whatever. So I made this today to help paint the picture. On the y-axis, you have difficulty from 1 to 10. On the x-axis, meaning going from left to right, you have a lot of dollar signs. Hear me very loud and clear, because AI may be, the new public maybe, access may be a little newer. Business is the same shit. You get paid for the more difficult, the difficulty of the problem, period. So the more difficult the problem is to solve, the more money it's typically worth. LeBron James can play basketball like LeBron James. Therefore, he makes LeBron James money. Elon Musk is solving like electric car, like what do you, so he makes Elon Musk, Amazon, like, okay, they're making it. So I'm going to ask you guys this question. Scale of 1 to 10. How difficult was it to use ChatGPT and Dolly? Scale of 1 to 10. Yes, please, everyone. Type in these numbers. Humor me for a moment, please. Yes. So please stop all this nonsense talk like you're going to make any money off that shit. There is no money in knowing how to use these tools. You think somebody's going to pay you $1,000 because you have a seat? Like, dude, they're going to see this dollar and be like, girl, I can create this in a second. Why do I need you? That's what I'm telling this group, and I really want you to hear me when I'm saying this. There's no money in the tool. It's just a tool. Who cares? Who cares? So, something that's going to make you rich. It will decrease your own personal cost. It will decrease your own personal cost when you use it in your own business. But the money is in growing your sales. So leveraging these tools, ChatGPT to make an ad. Attention dog owners, it's your furry friending and grooming session. For a limited time on, we're offering a 50% discount. So it writes me an ad. And then ChatGPT, or then Dolly makes me a picture. But then I need to put it into a Facebook advertisement. I then need to collect the data, the name, email, and phone number to then convert that into a sale. There's no money that's happy. Put make sense if you're with me. Really hear this point. Put make sense if you're with me. Put make sense if you're with me. Now, granted, ChatGPT saves a bunch of time, but even the ad is mediocre if you don't know how to properly use the prompts. The image is fine, but if everybody has images like this, is it really enough? So the customer acquisition piece is still a little bit different. So pop quiz again, what's more important in this particular case? The AI or the advertising? The AI or the advertising? See, you guys are geniuses. You're starting to get it. Correct. The advertising. You're starting to get it. That's it. That's my point. I love it. This one right here is my favorite AI tool, period. For those of you that bought this and you saw the upsell, then you experienced me playing with this a little bit. It was a lot of fun to use, but let's talk about it. Synthesia.io, my favorite hands down.
Synthesia, the artificial intelligence tool that creates videos from plain text in minutes. Here's how it works. Log in and click Create Video. Choose from one of their many templates. Select your avatar. Insert your script. Customize the visuals. Choose your voice, including the language and tone.
Join Billie Jean's 5-day AM. Join Billie Jean's 5-day AM. Join Billie Jean's 5-day.
Click generate. Give it a title. And in minutes, my AI video is ready.
Join Billie Jean's 5-day AI. Crash course for marketers.
Crazy. Scale of 1 to 10, how easy though? Scale of 1 to Yeah. Let me look at you in the crane for a second. This is what's exciting though. You know, from an education standpoint, I gotten to meet so many people, and I meet people who get excited about an opportunity, but then they hold back because they don't think they have the skill set or the talent to be able to do a lot of these things. But now, here people can get fully involved with the tech business and know nothing about tech. What an opportunity to equal the playing field, especially for the underdog. You feel like you've been an underdog and you needed something. I mean, God literally came in and was like, dude, here's some AI. Here you go. Now I'll make a picture in a second. You don't need any of that. Imagine squandering that opportunity. I'm going to say that again. Imagine squandering that opportunity. This is why I can't fucking sleep. This is when I've been up. Are you joking me? I can't sleep. Let's back to the present here for a second. Okay. Awesome video, but how many sales can it generate if no one sees it? Awesome video. But how many sales can it generate if no one sees it? Exactly. We're all have like social media pages and stuff. Maybe got like, you know, average like 300 followers or something. Maybe 7 people see it. You can't make money like that. That's why you still need the advertising with it. It doesn't become valuable until it has views, till it's on Facebook, till it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Taboola, Bing, which may make a little bit of a comeback. You need the traffic. For Descript, this is probably the one that we've used the most in real time. Let's play it.
Descript, the artificial intelligence tool that can create audio content using your voice in real time. Here's how it works. Create a new voice, create a title for that voice, and upload it into the software. For example, I grabbed a snippet of Billy's voice from this podcast, and here it is.
Trending topic. Donald Trump is selling NFTs of himself. So let me just give you a little bit of insight here. An NFT is basically...
Cool. Once the system has the voice, here's where the fun begins. Create a new project and start writing whatever you want that voice to say.
What I am typing right now, Billie Jean did not actually say. His artificial intelligence voice is repeating word for word what is being typed in real time. This is what we're calling the great replacement.
And just like that, you can replicate reminder voice notes to get people to show up to a webinar or an appointment, create an entire podcast, or overdub a demonstration video just like this one without the talent actually being there.
Douche out for a second. Okay, I'm gonna douche out for a second, just to paint the scary version of this. Go to the crane here for a second. Guys, see this? This is my Amex black card. Yeah, that's a flex. I'm gonna say, hey, that's a flex. But how scary is it that somebody could call them, use Descript to use my voice and approve certain transactions? Somebody go out, buy a Lamborghini on this and be like, yeah, it's approved. I talked to him. I have the voice. I even heard his recording. Anyways, I just incorporated that story so I could flex on my black card. Let's go back to the I'm fucking around, you guys. But really, though, it's scary. It's scary. Just so you know, I already gave him a call and let him know some of y'all tried no funky shit. Okay, so that's the script. Let me debunk it. Can it get you rich doing audiobooks for people? Because this is what the comments you'll see on TikTok and stuff. People are like, oh, I'll get rich doing audiobooks for people. Like, no, the difficulty level is too low. And also, there's no mode around it. Anybody can log onto this and do it in 2 seconds. Literally, Hector demoed it for you in 16 seconds. Ain't no money in that. That's just where tech's going. It would be like trying to make money off of people being able to Google Map something. They're like, bro, why am I going to pay you to do it? I'll just type it in Google Maps. Sounds ridiculous, right? Same concept here, okay? But what we do use these two, Synthesia and Descript for, is to clone myself. Literally, and to save time. So when I'm doing my own audiobook, when I'm doing my own trainings, even in the core values that I tinkered with today, the core values that you heard was just the application of Descript. Wasn't actually me. All right. So then I can use those extra hours to focus on selling and actually growing the business. Other one, SoundDraw.
SoundDraw, the artificial intelligence tool to help me create royalty-free music instantly. Here's how it works. I choose the length, the tempo, the mood, the instrument, and then AI generates dozens of tracks. Once I select one, I can customize the energy by turning it up or turning it down. And just like that, I have the perfect song to add to my content.
Cool. What does this mean in English? It's illegal to use what you hear on the radio in your advertisements. Because I've been harping this thing, you got to combine it with ads. But if you were to promote this or even do like a boosted post or a Spark ad on TikTok, any of this stuff, if you're using a song that's popular, it will potentially ban your account. So it's a really big no-no, okay? But if you go on something like SoundDraw, now you get songs that you can legally use in your music that will also match the mood. That's pretty damn cool. By the way, guys, scale of 1 to 10, how helpful has this been so far today? Scale of 1 to 10, how helpful has this been so far today? Just going through, just a little heat check here, making sure I'm on target. Okay, I like it, 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 I like it. Okay, let's keep going. Next, 6, Otter AI. Some of you are using this right now. Otter AI is just happening. It's just efficient. It just makes sense. Here we go.
Otter.ai, the artificial intelligence tool that writes and summarizes meeting notes 30 times faster than any human, saving you time and money, and can even help put some in your pocket. Here's how it works. All you need to do is click a few buttons to sync your calendar to the software. Once it is synced, every single Google or Zoom meeting that is scheduled to happen will automatically be transcribed in real time, organized, and summarized without you having to touch your keyboard or mouse. If you have a spontaneous meeting, don't worry. Click this button and it will take notes for you in real time. If you recorded a meeting but forgot to take notes, just upload the video or audio file, step away from your desk, and Otter will do the work for you. This replaces the human note taker, improves your productivity, and gives you perfectly transcribed and organized notes so that you can use internally, package them up and sell them, or you can even turn them into a book. The possibilities are endless.
John says he's going to use Otter AI to listen to his wife. It's not bad. I'll try that with my fiance because I think that's definitely the real benefit. You know, and again, going with this theme of like, it's just the tool. Let me look at you guys for a second. I mean, the challenge is, and let's go back to school. We were all, you know, in traditional school. If you got notes from the smart kid in class, you're still probably not going to read that shit. Like, you still need to level up as a human, right? Like, let's be honest. I had notes for days. All the notes, like, you still, come on, dude. So even when you're like, and then if it's taking the notes and not you, are you not paying attention now in real time and not being present? I bring this up because this is kind of the song and dance with AI, right? It's like changing the world, but at the same time, not at all. So like best use case for Otter.ai or whatever, as the CEO, you don't have to repeat yourself. Sometimes you might pull like 4 people in a meeting because you want to get your point to everybody, but maybe everybody doesn't need to be there. So I found it really valuable to like, hey, here's the super highlights, but then also to train people on an ongoing way infinitely, right? Like somebody comes in, have this all written, it's just going to really save a lot of time. So the biggest benefit for a small business owner with artificial intelligence is just to buy you back time. And let's not belittle that, because at the end of the day, that's what we all want more of, right? Is more time. But that's not something to sell, okay? And then 7, video. And there's all kinds, by the way. I'm just getting a handful. Video.
Video.ai, the artificial intelligence tool that turns your long-form video content into bite-sized clips for social media in just minutes. Here's how it works. Simply import your long-form video, set your preferences, whether you want your video to be square, portrait, or landscape. Choose the style of your background, your caption design, add your social media handle, and in just a few seconds, you're all done. Just wait for the software to automatically create bite-sized clips with headlines, captions, and graphics. Review, download, and post on social media in minutes. This replaces the human editor. Triple your production for yourself and your clients, scale, and grow your brand faster than any human could.
Yeah, pretty damn crazy, right? So how amazing is that? You know, actually, let me ask you guys this. Let's just do like a little 90-second, I'll get the violin and going thing. Out of the 7 tools you just saw, from your perspective, I'm curious on this, what's the biggest benefit, the one that you want to start using immediately? Just type in there, whatever comes to your brain. For you, go ahead and give me the violin, give me some thinking music. I'm very curious, like, not just the software, but the actual use case. What do you want to use it for? Very curious. Yeah, Otto's a big one. Just, hey, start taking notes, meeting breakdowns. It's a good question. Therapy notes? Oh my goodness, yeah. Dolly with the pictures. It's pretty crazy. I agree. Video ads with no cameras or camera people. Yeah, that's a big one. Is like, you know, for so long you've had to be on video, but you don't really have to anymore. I'll show you something crazy later where there's actual me in VI in AI. The background music, big. Stats develop content with sales team, YouTube shorts. Okay, I love it. Good. I'm glad you guys are finding this helpful. So coming back here, video will multiply your content, but without marketing, you have no way to distribute it. Again, this is amazing. You have the content, but that's not the thing. Even dealing with client work from a marketing perspective, like there's only so much value that you get out of creating a lot of content, because now people have the content and they go, well, what do you want me to do with this, Billy? Customers is all they pay for. So recap. Content is what people read, watch, listen to, see about the business. ChatGPT will write your Facebook ads. Dolly will create your images. Sentence CA will create your videos. The script will replicate your voice. SoundDrive will create your music. Auto will turn your meetings into content. Video will multiply and amplify that content. Powerful shit. But the money in AI is the powered advertising agency.
Okay, so I wanted to make sure that you all had access or got the information here. If anybody is interested, they have the downloads. Also, like this is the AI resource guide of tools and PDF, so you can see what it looks like. So it kind of lets you know about different softwares that could be used here to help you, who it replaces and what it does. So if anybody is interested in these different tools, I clicked on a lot of these. They are really absolutely, some of them are very amazing. So that's a list of tools. Another one is the Dolly cheat sheet. That kind of help you if you want to use those particular tools. I think a lot of these tools would be excellent for you, Danielle, for what you're doing and assisting people with, you know, marketing. Build your synthesis avatar. So just kind of give you a piece of framework to work from, like a template.
Have you done yours yet?
Me, I have used some of these tools. I haven't used all of them, but I use the GPT almost every single day.
I definitely use ChatGPT almost every day, and this is a wealth of knowledge. Like I said, the biggest thing, ladies, if we take, I think I'm creating is on average, it's about 2 hours out the week to actually sit down and create your marketing plan for the rest of the week or rest of the month. That's where using these tools will come into play. Once you actually sit down and create, okay, what am I posting out? What am I posting out there? How often am I posting? And then you can use these tools to actually create, you know, the different posts that you need to post to promote your business. And like he said, some of this stuff, you can actually take a post and actually turn that post into an ad, pay for an ad to get more exposure out here with your people, with your brand. So these are great tools It's just there's a method to the madness. And yeah, I am on the verge of creating my own agency, because like, first of all, some people just don't want to do this. There are just people out here that just don't want to do it. Okay, I get that. You don't want to do it. But guess what? You're gonna have to pay somebody to do it for you, because it's a lot of work. But the work comes in the consistency of what it is that you're doing out here on social media will bring in the dollars, the contracts, and everything else. So it's like, you gotta do something. Either sit down and do this yourself, consult somebody like me, or pay somebody to do this for you so that your business can thrive. Like the age of the way that marketing has changed big time. Marketing has changed big time, and I'm throwing my interjection because I could definitely see how I can use this. I see how I can use this, and how I can like, I know about Chat GPT. I didn't know about the other ones that were free, because now that's the killer part. Now there's stuff coming out here that's not necessarily free. You have to pay for it. So it's like getting these tools right here. I want to see that list, because it can definitely be applied. It definitely will be applied.
Yeah. So although
Lakeisha, are you emailing those links
yes,
or the
what I'm
slide
gonna
for
do,
the resource?
you all put your email probably in WhatsApp or in the chat. I can copy and paste, and I can send you all the information. So I mean, it was definitely, to me, worth the money. Did y'all get anything out of it? Was it very educational?
Yeah.
These different tools I wasn't aware of. And then you have to look at balances. So yeah, the tools may cost a monthly fee, but how much more would it cost if you had to hire somebody? If you had to hire somebody to do it, it could be, cost to have a marketing person, somebody to manage this, to manage. If you can just, it could probably just save a lot of money and a lot of time and things that you probably can do.
Well, it definitely saves. I feel like this. It saves a lot of money, especially like let's talk about the video. So for me, for the show, for a year before they came out with AI, I know for a fact, in order to get more people to view our show, they want to see short videos, 30 seconds or 90 seconds, 30 seconds to 60 seconds, about what it is that you do. It was difficult because even with me and Queen Aduni, we're taping 5 shows, 2 hours a day, 2 hours a week. That's 10 hours. Who has time to sit there and rewatch the show, to watch the key points, to shorten this down to 30, 60 seconds? Neither one of us. And it's like, we have shows for almost a year and a half. Think about it like this: when you watch The View, I'm gonna use The View. How do they entice you to watch what the next show is? They give you a clip of what the last show was. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, but based on this clip, this is what we're talking about here. Okay, but they have paid professionals that edit that video. That's what they do. We don't. So when they came out with, there was another one called Opulus. When Opulus came out, it was like, oh, okay, as long as the video is under 2 hours, AI will go in and find the most important clips of that video, and will not only shorten it for you in those, and to give you the top 10 topics from that long video. It also gave you the captions too, within, well, depending on how many people was using it, with anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. It would send you an email, hey, it's done, here's your top 10 clips. Oh my God, that makes it so much easier. Now I could take those 10 clips, and since my show is on Monday, or our show is on Monday, I can use those 10 clips to promote next Monday. And I didn't have to sit here and have to edit it, nor did I have to sit here and have to pay somebody to edit it for me. So I'm like, that right there just saved you probably about $700, because it's like, you don't have to pay somebody else to edit your video. And this is stuff that we need for our co-hosts, semi co-hosts, or whatever. We need to do that so that we can start. Now I can sit here and on Facebook, I can schedule Monday, Tuesday, I got 10 clips. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I could do 30 seconds every single day to promote you to come and check out what we're talking about next Monday. That's a game saver. But that's also sitting down and getting your marketing plan as well. So it's like, for me, starting next week, Monday is going to be the day where I sit down after the show. I'm creating what I'm starting to market for the next week or the next 2 weeks or the next 3 weeks based upon the content that I have from the previous week. Cause this is some good stuff. And then sit down and put everything together. So I see the value. I see the value of that because that's what needs to be done. And then, like I said, as a true entrepreneur and business owner, you have to sit down and talk to yourself and ask yourself, hey, am I really going to do this? Am I really going to do this? Because like I said, some people, y'all ain't going to do it. Y'all not going to do it. But it might be better for somebody to be like, hey, can you do this for me? Because I got all this other stuff over here. Can you do this for me? Here's the content, break it down, create this for me. So it does make it easier for people like me to maximize that time in order to do it. But yeah, I see it. I'm like, okay. And go ahead.
Evelyn's hand's been up for a while.
Sorry, Mama Evelyn.
I just had a question. For a minute there was a flood on Facebook of really and really beautiful artwork, really beautiful images. Like they took the images from the Addams Family and turned it into Black people. Like, that's AI?
Yes.
Okay. Cause I was like, whoa.
Yeah, anything that would sit there and take your image and make you a part of the character, make you that character. Or there's one called Mimi. There's these beautiful pictures of flooding Facebook right now of women in pregnancy pictures or wedding gowns and everything. And it's a great way of visualization. A sister used it to create her headshots. There's AI that can give you your headshot and everything. And it's just when I looked at it, the app is almost like it's almost like $7 or almost $10 a week. And I'm like, okay, I can see how I can use this for my manifestation, my visualization. You could put yourself on the beach. You could put yourself what you want to look like if you're working out. What does that 30, 40, 50 pound weight loss look like to you? So it's like we used to have vision boards of models to try to now you can actually adjust it to see what you look like. I've seen friends have their whole wedding, have their whole pregnancy picture. What they don't show is who you're marrying. So it's like you're in a wedding gown, but you don't have the husband. I'm like, okay, I see the manifestation, the power of it. Even just for play. Even it's like, okay, and which we talked about Abraham Hicks, and she has the games of manifestation to play. I'm like, okay, I see where we're going with this. And if you see AI, the beautiful pictures of people being ancient and Egyptian, and that's AI. That's definitely AI.
So we definitely have to, educate ourselves, work on our personal development. Danielle was saying that she believed most people won't do it. It's as simple as planning. As a business person, to be more productive, you have to have a planner. Like you have to have a planner. You have to write it down. If you don't write it down, which I talked to my son, is going through your head. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. But when? Because if you don't have specific time for yourself, somebody else is going to have time for yourself. You cannot allow, as a business person, or even if you have goals in your personal life, to allow things to just pop up and take you off course. But if you don't have no structure, no routine, everybody should have a routine. What are your actual work hours? people that's in business, what are your actual workout? Do you have any actual work hours? So today I work, my hours is from here to here. If you don't respect your business and respect your time, nobody else is going to respect your time. Because people know for years that I can work from home, they think because I can work from home that I could just do anything I want to do. No, this is a business that I have to run. This is my time, and you have to respect. If you don't respect the time, nobody else is going to respect the time. So you have to set your standards, set what it is, and the universe and everybody else is going to convert into what you are creating for yourself. They're going to convert to what you want and how you do things. So it's very important to have a plan, a routine, and you will be able to get more done. Put it in your calendar, try to stick to it as much as you can. Sometimes we get off track, but it's okay. You keep doing it over and over and over and over again, you're going to get better. Because if you don't put it, it's something about writing it down. In scripture, write it down. Put your goals on there and try to stick to your routine, stick to your plan. It can be done. Anything else you would like to add, Danielle? There are some grants that I wanted to talk about today, but I'm not able to. Yes.
Yeah, Mama had her hand up for a minute. If you still want to share, Mama Het.
Greetings. I wanted to share that one of my girlfriends used the AI and cast herself with a baby. It generated what the baby would look like, and she was holding. Everybody's like, you know, when did you do that? Everybody's like, wait a minute, you got a baby? And she was like, nah. No, somebody said, did you create that in AI? She said, yeah, I did. I was like, because even I was like, wait a minute, when did you have a baby? Because I don't know her that well, but it was just so, it was a cute little imagining what the baby would look like because you're generating face. And then one day I went upstairs and Ru had a picture on his screen. I was like, who is that? He said, that's me as an older man. I did an AI. I was like, he looked good. But it, like Danielle was saying, that imagination and casting, seeing yourself where you want to be, like with the vision board she was saying, you can see yourself as a model and or, in these different roles. So, it's imagination. And just like the gentleman mentioned, what's his name, Lakeisha, again?
Billy Jean. He's been around a long time, yeah, known for marketing.
Right. With what he was saying, I remember one of my friends is a recruiter for jobs, and she said I could tell that they use the AI by the way it wrote or whatever. And I said, no matter what, the person still had to put the content in there to generate, you had to put a person had to put the information in for it to generate, so that they're still doing the work. And if they're applying for a job and they can do the job, what harm is the AI doing? So I think we get snobbish when we get in our different places sometimes, but I just thought that was like, what difference does it make if they can get the job that you're looking for people to fill the position?
You know what it is? So even with AI, you still have to ChatGPT, you still have to go in, and once it creates what it creates for you, still got to add a bit of your personality to it to still make it feel something like, it's not like, because teachers are coming down on students, using AI to completely do their reports and everything. It's like, no, you still gotta go in and do something to add a little bit of you to it to make it still be you. Otherwise, there, it's cracking down on it. Then I'm like, I know the teachers are like, hey, we want to encourage you to use it, but we also want you to use it responsibly and still, not sit there and have AI write your whole, 200-word essay, put the essence to you. So I still have to put essence into my resume.
Right. You have to personalize them.
Yeah,
my partner. I bet you the teacher. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're the teacher. Go ahead.
Now I was just saying, I bet the teachers are using it for their lesson plans. Because I use mine when we were preparing for our after school program. I use that for my lesson plan, and it just really, and you still, like you said, you have to go through and tweak it. I did one for my movement session. I think Haru did it. He said, here's a blah, 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 a spiel. And so I used it, but I changed the name of what it was. And I put in my specific areas that I want to touch and the purpose for me, because mine is very personal. I'm not necessarily a personal trainer or a person with the licensure or whatever, but I do have the knowledge. I've been dancing most of my life. And so that's my resume. I've been dancing since I could move, So I have, what do you call it? That I do it. It's a name for that. I have experience, which is definitely accountable for something, and my work is more so energy work. And I'm not a healer, but I do help people heal. Because, I don't like to say that
you are a healer. You are a healer.
No. Hear me out what I'm saying. I help people get to healing. Because if I, you can do things for people, do things and help people with them, but it's up to them to heal. That's just my concept of how I feel about it. So
and that's the truth.
Yeah. So I like to say energy work. Yeah.
And that's the truth, because even if like a person or a pastor, someone lay hands on you, if you really don't truly believe that then you're not going to be healed. Like, you still have to do that work. That they can't do it for you. You have to be able to believe and say this is so, and accept it. So yeah, she's absolutely right. You can give them everything, all the tools you can get, but it's up to them to initially to accept.
Feed the horse water, but you can't make them drink. That's it.
Right.
So I'm not rejecting being a healer, but I don't like to use that term for because it's the work. It's just like a lot of people would tell Haru and I, you all are perfect for you each other, and we had to do work. This shit is work every day. A relationship, even with yourself, is work every day. I didn't pop this stuff out no bag and put it up. You know what I mean? So it's that work part, and that's what Billy was talking about. He said this is the least of the
important part of the course.
The part that he taught today. Right. Yeah. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for sharing him, because he really hit the nail on the head. Telling us, you already use it, because Haru told me, I was like, Haru, I don't want to get all those apps and stuff. He was like, heck, they already got your information. When you go to the doctor, you didn't already, you've been submitted. You got a bank account. You on a computer, you got a Gmail, email, and all of that. We're already in. Now, what bothers me is how come y'all can't link this crap up together? How come I got to tell the car insurance and the license? They just did that. They just linked the licensing with the insurance. Because why I got to bring the paper in? Y'all got these computers. You can see them. I got insurance, So that's all AI.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. They're linking it all together, because now you can, anytime you could walk around with something on your arm that is telling the machine what your heart rate is, what all this stuff, and it's just on here, and that information is going out. Now you can go to the hospitals, and they can pull up your name and see everywhere you've been and all that kind of stuff. And
It kind of reminds me of Big Brother. A Big Brother, and that's scary for me.
Hey, Mama Woodward.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
I talked about this earlier, real quick. I just want to say I was with Denise when I got to my session on yesterday for the movement session. Elizabeth Denise was the first person I saw.
Oh yeah.
Yes, my baby. She came and she was like, Mama Ed, So I just wanted to share that love today. She loved on me real good yesterday. All right, y'all.
Mhm, mhm. Did you hear, speaking of Denise, did you hear what Esther Hicks, what she said about people being depressed? Did you hear that?
I listen.
It's still, no matter what level you're at, God still got you, still watching you, still working on. Come on, just okay. She's there, but soothe her while she's there. Watch over her while she's there, and then a little bit more. I was taught that you pray for people that at one. God just need a little inkling of cooperation, and shoom, God.
You know what she meant?
The work just start. Yeah, baby.
Yes, it does. Because the one thing she told me, she said, you know, the last time I saw you, we were crying. And she said, I was crying. I said, yeah, we was releasing. So that little mustard seed, because I remember I told you all, she said, oh no, you can't have too many girlfriends. She got a whole slew of women at the Elizabeths. Okay.
Yep.
So we got to plant them little seeds. Thank you, Lakeisha, for giving us Denise. I just want to say thank you to you for that.
Yes.
I really thought I know that you all have a way of imparting goodness in people, like for growing, and I just want her to grow, and know that, sometimes it's your mindset while you go through a lot of things that you go through, and just being around the right people, the right environment. Your environment makes a difference on your lifestyle and how you are. A lot of times if things are not going right, then sometimes you need to look at the people who you're hanging around. Your environment definitely makes a difference. And so I just wanted her to be affiliated with you all. I thought that, and I feel like it has made an impact, whether she realizes or not, because it has. So now, because of that, now she'd have ran into you again. And then your energy, your vibration, Mama Hit, you know what I mean, is helpful, because you bring something that most people don't bring. Some type of awareness, like you're saying, healing, and just putting those words, sometimes words you speaking over people, and certain words that you say, even if she can't receive things from me, she can receive it from you, or receive it from Queen Aduni or Danielle, or different.
Yeah, because there's no history. We have no history with her. So when we see her, we don't know nothing about all that stuff. We see her whole and complete, and who she's presenting herself to us in that moment. And that's all we know until someone else. I was telling my sister that I'm gonna have to run out of here in a minute, but I was telling her that like when we hear from my sister and what's happening at her home with their grandkids, with her daughter and all that stuff, all we hear is that's the only picture we have until we have our own interactions with them. And sometimes even that is like, well, that's not my experience with him or her, but that's all you're hearing. And so that's what she needs. She needs you in different forms, because we all talk the same thing, right? We all in here sharing the same thing. So now it can come at her in this way, in another way. She might come get her hair braided and just experience your what is it, you, because we're just different parts of you, because we come together, I mean, we're all part of one another anyway, everywhere. But in this specifically, we've chosen each other's personalities, and you in us get to interact with her without background. Yeah, with no background. And it's presented right then.
And it's good to know that Mama Head saw her, and all is well. I never thought anything differently, but it's good to know that she is enjoying herself, which she always does. She enjoys herself. She gets out. Sometimes we need that. She definitely does that for herself.
My goodness gracious. Mama Evelyn, did you vend this weekend anywhere?
No.
Okay, I know so many things was happening and stuff.
Yeah.
I saw your mama head down there. It was at the end because Parliament Funkadelic was
Listen,
killing.
listen, you all yelled at me through the fence. I was like, oh, my people here. And, you know, because of the rain, it pushed things back because he was supposed to be off when I came on. I knew what I was dealing with. And then my music, I could hear his music and my music. So my I'm a piano self and my P-Funk self was out there together. And it was hard to deliver. But I was so excited to see whenever people yelled or waved at me. It gave me bling bling. It gave me
Yes.
it was beautiful. It was Sunday was even more so.
Oh, I'm sure. I didn't come Saturday. Danielle was down there Saturday. I didn't come Saturday, but I knew Philip was playing it when Thornetta.
Oh Lord.
Yesterday. Yeah. And then oh my goodness. Okay. So after we did that, we had to go to the club to Woodbridge.
Okay.
And they always have jam sessions. I'm telling you, the top of the line be coming through there performing, and so Lolly had asked me, because some month or so ago, I said, come on down. When she came here, and then we said, come down to the club. Well, she finally came last night. I got it on here. I got it on here, and I know I have to leave. So tomorrow or on your show Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. And then her friend who Mama had, remember when we went to her thing down in the basement of that church?
Yeah.
And her tall friend, she wore it out. Do you hear me? And I introduced I called myself introducing them to Nina Simone Neal.
I know you talking about. Yes, ma'am.
I took her over there and I said, I want you to meet her because she is entertainer, period. And badass, vocal, everything. Oh my God. And then she knew her.
Yeah, because she came to the event.
Lolly.
Yeah.
She didn't know Lolly, but she knew
the other lady, her friend, the taller. Okay.
Yeah. And their energy, when she went up there, I said, oh God, yeah, they are kin. They are kin.
I got goosebumps.
She was like, bam, she was, and everybody, with Lolly, everybody was singing the song because everybody knew the song. And then when she came up and she did yeah, I think it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. She did one of the numbers, and everybody knew all the words, and she was, ooh, so they coming back, and the crowd is just great. The crowd is like, how, like the Funkadelics, right? I was telling my husband that I said Detroit just showed up. Because everybody know all of them, somebody, their niece, their nephew, and we got 70-year-old, 80-year-old.
Yes.
Our world right there. And it was perfect, just perfect. Anyway, it was just.
I didn't know George Clinton was from Detroit. He's from here.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So Doomany, we have a few friends that have played with him. Doomany, Amp Fiddler, Piranha. They were playing with him when they were young, because they old young too. They all 60s, and you don't know it. They're 60 and 70 years old. Yeah, we got a lot. Detroit is a bad mofo. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Yes, it is. Yes,
y'all some bad mofos. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome. So Lakeisha,
Yes.
that's some good ass information, girl.
I like Billy.
Yeah, I
And
wanted to share that with you all. You know, it was
really,
definitely
he's for
worth the
real.
money.
He's just straight up.
He is, and he was worth every penny that I paid for this 5-day course. And so I
So,
just
so tell me more about the 5-day course. Is this something that you attend with him, or you just bought the package and then
I
you
bought the
went through
package,
it?
just what you all have. I just didn't show y'all everything. I just wanted to make sure y'all got the most important thing, to get some new software, you know, just to get a more grasp of the AI. I've have a lot more information, not just through him, that eventually I would like to share with you all how to use the different prompts and different things that, you know, because even though I use it on a daily basis, I purchased this other software because I think I got that right around February. I bought the 5-day crash course, and sometimes I go through it, but it's some good information that I wasn't even aware of that you can do, and to expand the prompt knowledge, because it's only as good as the prompts that you use. So once we perfect the prompts, it can take us to a whole nother level personally. Like even today, when I get off of here, we had an order on the website. She bought 3 items. One of the items, for some reason, we were out. We probably was off by 1 inventory. We were out. So I'm using AI to send her an email. I put all the information in there. She bought these 3 orders. I was specific. What items did she purchase? And the women's energy balance, which is a hot one. I couldn't believe we were out. I should not say I couldn't believe it, because it do go fast. So now it's creating that for me, like just like that. Even though I'm very intelligent and I can write very well, it takes time for me to create that. It's gonna be good when I finish, but it's gonna take me a minute to get it together.
Right.
Boom. So when I finish right here, it's gonna let her know till she been refunded, just in the perfect. And everybody's not gonna be able to tell whether you wrote it or AI wrote it. You know, the only way some of the teachers know is because they done got familiar with you and they know your writing style. And now all of a sudden, your writing skills was here and now it's here. But for a person that does not know you, they can't tell whether it was AI or not. You know, they can't tell that you didn't put a whole lot of time into it. They don't know.
Until you open your damn mouth and start talking. Sooner or later, you're going to have to talk. And that's when you're like, whoa, wait, let me see this paper. Because a lot of times, you know, you think somebody's really got it together until they open their mouths on a simple question. He's like, I hired. Anyway, so that would be what we have to be careful about. So I would like for us to create at least I would say once or twice a month that we physically come together and to learn stuff. Not lollygag. We can bring some food. Well, we're going to be in the kitchen anyway, upstairs at the shop. And let's get down to some business now. Some really technical, let's do this. Okay, do that. Everybody do this. Everybody do that. And everybody got their computers and we're just learning constantly, because we can't grow and just hit and missing. Yeah, it's time to do, like I said, it's just
level up.
Yes, I love that one. Level up. That's
level up. Speaking of leveling up, I was blessed to actually go and register for the subscription for the Tabaverse. So I'm going to register, and I'm going to see exactly, you know, get this knowledge, because they got this one girl was dropping knowledge about the credit, and I'm just like, regardless if it's personal credit or if it's business credit, you want to have some sort of credit to get the capital to have to fund your business.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm in a Telegram where I'm watching people applying the knowledge, and they're getting fast results next day from the information that they're receiving. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to sign up so I can see. And then once I see, I can actually, share, what this is all about. Because like I said, it's definitely, how can I say this? It's definitely there. And I just want to see us, I want to give a buy win for, and like I said, having your business properly structured helps bring about more of that finances that we're all looking for. So, I encourage us to actually get all of our LLCs together, because it definitely, even for the grants, you have to have the proper structure set up, even for the grants. So
You said even for the grants. How about put the grants for the grants, period. Even, not even for it, but
For the
that's
grant.
how important it is. Like what you're saying, Danielle, it is important. And
I would like to give kudos to, I'm sorry, Quinn, to Ebony. I had a fantastic time with Ebony, and then she had mentioned about, because of the discussion that she went on and got her Duns and Bradstreet. So I want to give you kudos, Ebony.
Ebony is not playing.
mm-mm.
Can't hear you.
Oh, my thing.
There you go.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yes.
I want to thank you, ladies. I want to thank this whole group for keeping me on my toes and learning the balance of rest and work. Like I could still be spectacular and sparkly in my best and still rest and not fight with rest. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate Lakeisha for showing up to the water with me and spending that moment with me. I seen her what is it, evangelize with somebody about health, and she is amazing. She
Yeah.
is amazing. And I heard Mama Het did a beautiful job.
Yep.
By 9 o'clock, I was out cold in my bed. But in my dreams, I was dancing with Mama Het because I knew she was shaking.
I felt you.
And
I felt you.
I and I was watching Danny do her thing this weekend
I
at
was
the
just there, girl.
African World Fest.
Yeah, I was just there, and like I said, I was glad to meet the people that I meet. One, like I said, Monica Moore has a show, so she was like, "I need to have you on my show." I was like, "I need to have you on my show." It's like that's that networking, that
Yes.
collaboration. So, yeah, I'm excited, and I was just
And
there. I just needed to be there.
Yeah.
Yes, and Lakeisha, this was everything you said it was gonna be with the AI.
Yeah. Ebony, I wanted to say I thought of you a lot because I was looking at Facebook, and I mean there were rooms with the flowers that you like, what is that?
Yes, the sunflowers.
There was outdoor spaces, there was curtains. I was like, that's Ebony. That's I said, I wonder if she likes these pictures there. Oh, I think that may be AI that has created the pictures of what I want my art studio to look like. It is so bohemian and so brightly colored and just so, you just be happy.
Mama Evelyn, if you need paint done, I love to paint. I love to paint. My first last name is Wall, so I very much so relate. So if you need some paint on your wall, call Wall. Okay, call Wall for paint on your walls. Okay.
I'm glad you said that because I need some painting done probably in the kitchen upstairs at the shop. And Nawili has a sister that, is a friend that goes over there. And when I walked in, she had paint. She said, "No, this is really what I do." It's like, whoa.
Okay. Yeah, that's I can pay for my keep. By paint, I would definitely come and help paint your walls, Mama, because I got to pay for my keep. I might not have it. I might not have a ting-a-ling, but I got the energy and the know-how. So
Yeah. So
just
we
give
got,
me some brushes. I'm good
yeah.
to go.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Well, it is
Paint like
10, it's 10 o'clock. Anyone want to share anything before we exit? I'm
Are
supposed to have this car back, and my son is not showing up. Get the
He
car
probably
back.
pulling. I just want to say
Second.
thank you. I love you all. And I have my first class at the Butzel Family Center today on Monday and Wednesday, 6 o'clock. So if you all can, just send some energy or come through, what have you.
What are you
I'm
teaching?
coming out the house.
What are you
Yeah.
teaching?
That's today.
What are
So
you teaching, honey?
It's our movement. It's our
Okay.
movement. Yeah.
much
O-U-R movement or
U-R.
H-O-U-R?
O-U-R. O-U-R.
Our
How much is it?
Okay.
It's a membership. I gotta figure out. I don't know if the membership is 10 or 20. I think it's 10 for children, 10, $24. I gotta get that. That's on the Butzel website for the Detroit Recs and Parks website. And then the class is $12.
Which Butzel? Which Butzel Center?
The one on Kirchville, 7737 East Side. I'm on East Side.
Oh, east side.
I was just about to say, I think that sounds like the east side. I know a little bitty
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, the Adams Butzel is the one on Linden. This one is called the Butzel Family Center is the one on the east side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Share it on WhatsApp.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I told that I showed Danielle I got my camera ready. I just gotta
Okay. I gotta go. I was here at 10 o'clock so I can close out. I love every one of you. Great show, ladies. Great show today. Good information. And let's plan this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right.
so much. Love you guys.
Love you
I don't
guys.
see you hugging.
Enjoyed,
I don't see you
enjoyed the
hugging.
show. I
don't
enjoyed
see you
the show
hugging.
so
All right,
much.
hug everybody else. And have a good day.
Yes. On
Love-
purpose.
On purpose. Yes.